This is my cheap home makeover project with just paint, plants, and window boxes. Today we'll make the window boxes. I made 4 boxes at the same time. Since we're doing this on the cheap, I'm starting with some used 2x4s that have been sitting around the property. This is a paint grade project, so your wood doesn't have to be perfect. Trace the corbel pattern onto one of the 2x4 pieces. Cut out the corbel with a jigsaw or bandsaw if you have one. Don't forget to wear eye protection and ear protection and take extra precautions when working around sharp spinning blades. You can work on a scrap board with a V-cut clamped to your table or workbench. Now that you have one corbel cut out, you can use it as your pattern to mark the rest of the boards. Sand all of the sides smooth. I clamped my belt sander to the table for more control and to speed up the work. The rest of the parts are cut out of number 2 pine boards. These have small knot holes, but again, this is a paint grade project, so we can get away with that. For any repeat cuts, I again clamp a stop to the saw so that I only have to measure for the first cut. Measure and drill screw holes in the cleat for the first corbel. After that, you can use the first cleat as a jig to drill the rest. Anytime that you're making multiple parts, you'll find that after the initial setup, it takes very little extra time to knock out whatever additional parts you need. The cleats are screwed to the corbels with drywall screws. Galvanized screws would be even better. With a good cut list, you can set up and cut all of your boards at the same time. After ripping all the widths, it's time to set up your table saw for cross-cutting the dimensioned boards. The front corners of the window boxes are miter cut so that no end grain is visible or exposed to the weather. You'll have to tilt the saw blade to 45 degrees for these cuts. Smaller miter cuts can be done with a miter saw. After marking the board, a good trick for cutting right on the pencil mark is to slowly sneak up on the mark with the saw blade. This helps to keep you from cutting a board too short. You can fix long, but you can't fix short. Outdoor glue is the key to a sturdy project. Finish nails hold the joint in place, but glue seals and welds the joints. Nail guns are pretty cheap, and they cause less joint shifting, don't leave hammer marks or screw heads to repair later, and are just faster and more fun to use. Take care to get your corners as perfectly aligned as you can. It looks better and saves time finishing. Cross-nail all of your miter cut boards to lock the joints together. corbels are glued and nailed to the bottom of the window boxes. On this project, they're just decorative. However, you can make larger corbels that anchor to the house with your window boxes just resting on them. This allows you to move the boxes for replanting. We're putting potted plants in our boxes, so this feature is not needed. If a nail misses or comes out the side, simply pull it out with pliers or a nail puller. Sand the corners and edges for a perfect match. Use filler to cover all of the nail holes and wood imperfections. Sand the filler smooth and prime and seal the entire project on all sides. Use caulking to fill cracks between parts. Paint the boxes with a quality outdoor paint on all sides, including the back. Screw the boxes to the house. Use appropriate anchors if needed. Drill holes for water drainage in the bottom. These holes were too small and had to be enlarged later. After drilling the drain holes, the inside of the boxes and the holes were heavily painted with Henry's white roofing sealer to protect the pine from moisture and insect damage. The planters were designed to hold 6-inch square pots that can be purchased from Amazon. I have extra potted flowers growing in my backyard in case any plants don't thrive, or for different seasons, or just for a change of color. This is a cheap and easy way to achieve big curb appeal. Leave your comments and questions, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more home projects and repairs. Thanks a lot.